All right, on today's video, we are back at the Crawford County Sportsman's Club, and today we are out here to do the first impressions of the Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly BC-101. Now, this gun is clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly, or the BC-101. This is basically a Gen 3 Glock clone. Now, what sets this one apart from a lot of the other clones that are coming out right now, this is actually a full size. So this is basically a Gen 3 Glock 17. A lot of the other ones that are coming out right now are all based on the Glock 19 platform. This one is the 17. Now, we did do a full unboxing video on this. I will link that in the description below if you want to go check it out. If you don't want to watch the unboxing video, I am going to go ahead and roll the specs in real quick on the screen. You can check them out, pause it, whatever you want to do. Now, this Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly does come in quite a few different variations. I do believe they have non-threaded barrel versions, threaded barrel versions. This one has the gold 10 5-inch threaded barrel. It is a 1/2 by 28 thread pitch, so you can run this suppressed or run a comp on it. Now, this is a serialized firearm, so you will have to buy it from the Bear Creek Arsenal website, and you will have to have it shipped to your local FFL. All right, so what we're going to do in today's video, we are going to shoot a couple 10-shot groups with this, make sure that it functions properly. I've got some USPSA targets set up. We got a couple steel targets here. We're not going to shoot a whole lot of rounds through this today. We're mainly going to shoot my reloads because obviously this thing has to run my reloads because 90% of the time I'm only shooting reloaded ammunition. Now, for all you guys and girls out there that don't reload, I did bring out, I do believe, Remington UMC 115 grain, and I think we brought out some 115 grain CCI Blazers. So we'll get a couple mags of factory ammo shot through this for you guys today. And then we will bring this back and do a full review on it because obviously this has an RMR cut and I am going to put an optic on it. But today, we're just going to shoot it with the iron sights and talk about it as the day goes on. All right, we're going to start off shooting a couple 10-shot groups. We're going to use my Steel Valley Casting reloads for this test. Now, Steel Valley Casting is a friend of the channel. So if you're a reloader, head over to my website, go to the weekly deals section, check out Steel Valley Casting. You'll be glad you did. All right, we're going to start off shooting a 10-shot group at the top right target. I'm not the best iron sight shooter, so we're going to see how this goes. Well, I'll be damned. I'll definitely take that group. I actually like these sights. They are a night sight, but even during the day, they have a green glow to them. It's kind of just like putting a green dot right on that target. That group actually was better than a couple of the groups I shot with a red dot today. So I'll take that. And we ran 100% reliably. Ran all 10, gun's running great, running nice and reliably. We got a really nice cluster all around the bullseye there. We did drop 2 or 3 low a little bit. For shooting iron sights, and all I ever shoot is dots, I'll take it. So far, this is cool. All right, this time we've got 10 rounds of CCI Blazer 115 grain loaded up. Let's shoot one more 10-shot group at the middle right target. All right, with the CCI Blazers, we were shooting low left. We got a pretty nice little cluster there, but I did drop that one real low down on the next target, but they ran them all reliably. So 30 rounds in, this thing's running great. All right, this gun is clear. No mag, nothing in the chamber. So my first thoughts after shooting a few groups with this, I really like these sights. When I first got it out of the box, when we did the unboxing video, I wasn't quite sure how I felt about them, but they work really, really well. Now, they do glow pretty bright in the dark, but even out on a real bright sunny day like today, they actually shine pretty good. Real super easy to aim with these. But now there is a con to these sights. And this is just something that drives me nuts. And it's not just Bear Creek, it's a lot of companies. But when you're going to put sights on a gun that's optics ready, I don't care how low profile of an optic you get, these sights are not going to co-witness. And it can't cost that much more to make suppressor height sights so you can co-witness when you're going to run an optic, which I'm going to be running an optic. And it kind of sucks because I really, really like these sights. I just wish they were suppressor height. Alright, I can't remember if I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but the Bear Creek Grizzly does ship with two 17-round KCI magazines. I got a full mag of CCI 115 grain blazers loaded up. We're going to shoot 2 shots into each target and just transition back and forth. Here we go. Alright, ran all of our CCI blazers. Let's get down and check our targets. Alright, got both hits on steel. Nice tight little group right there. Our next target, we've got Alpha Charlie. Next target, we got 2 Alpha. Then we got 3 Alpha, 1 Charlie. 3 Alpha, 1 Charlie. Just barely. And we got both hits on steel. Alright, I only loaded up 16 rounds in that last mag. This time I've got 17 rounds loaded up. This time we're going to run the Remington UMC 115 grain. Here we go. Alright, ran all 17 of the Remington UMC. Sped it up a little bit. These targets probably aren't going to be as good as the last ones, but this thing's running 100% reliably. Alright, both hits on our left piece of steel. And we've got an Alpha Charlie. Almost an Alpha. Alright, this target was ugly. We got an Alpha and 2 Charlie. About a ½ inch higher, we'd have had a Delta right there. Alright, next target, we got 2 Alpha, 2 Charlie. And our next target, 2 Alpha, 1 Charlie. And we got both hits on steel. Alright, this gun's clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber. Let's talk about the trigger on this. This actually has a very decent trigger in it. So, right there's your take-up. You hit the wall. And you got an actually really nice, clean break. But what I really like on this, got a super short reset. That's all there is to the reset. So for a Glock clone trigger, this is not one of the best ones out, but it's pretty damn good. Now the other thing that I really want to talk about is this grip texture. This stuff just really works well. It's really easy to keep a grip on this gun. This undercut's just about perfect for my big hands. Got a little bit of a flared magwell here, so my hand fits on this frame really, really good. And I also love having this nice ledge right here with this texturing. You can really bite down on that with your thumb. Alright, this time we got a full mag of my Steel Valley casting reloads loaded up. Here we go. Ran them off. I really, really like this gun. I mean, this thing, I just want to shoot it fast. Feels great in the hand, and it's hard to believe that this thing is under 300 beans. All right, here we go. Both hits on steel. 4 Alpha, 4 Alpha, 2 Alpha, 1 Charlie. 2 alpha, and a delta. Oh no. And both hits on steel. All right, we got another full mag of my reloads. Here we go. Ran them all. Man, I'm quite impressed with this one. All right, we got both hits on steel. 4 alpha, 4 alpha, 3 alpha, 2 alpha, and both hits on steel. That's what I'm talking about. All right, this gun is clear. No mag, nothing in the chamber. Let's start talking a little bit about the wear and tear on this. So the barrel, starting to get some scratches right here. And this happens on every single Glock clone I have. So that is to be expected. Looking down through our window cuts here, barrel looks like it's holding up very well. Let's look out here on the front. Yeah, we're not even getting anything out there at the end of the barrel. So that is cool. The pins are all staying put. We're not having any pins walking out on this, which is a good thing because that does happen sometimes with other clones. There was one issue. I did have to tighten up the thread protector here on the barrel. What I'm going to do to remedy that is put an O-ring on here, and that will take care of that. But yeah, nothing's walking out. Everything's holding up good. Yep, our cover plate is nice and tight still. So yeah, sights are doing great. Sights aren't moving. Pretty impressed. My final thoughts on the Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly BC-101. I'm pretty happy with this gun. Let's go over the pros real quick. It's got a great trigger in it, especially for a Gen 3 clone. I love what they did with this texture. I love this frame design. Just feels great in my hand. Obviously, it ran 100% reliably today. We had no issues with reloads or factory ammo. I was actually really impressed too with the KCI mags that came with this. I had no experience with KCI mags. I know back in the day, heard a lot of people saying bad things about them, but as you saw today, they worked great. They're very easy to load. You got a lot of real estate out here on the rail for a full-size weapon light like a Streamlight TLR1 HL. Now, let's talk about the cons. We already went over the iron sights, and my other big gripe is the slide lock release. Still having issues with it. I can get it to drop with my thumb, but I'm left-handed, and I cannot drop it with my finger. It's not a big deal. This is going to be an easy fix. I'm probably either going to just replace it, or I'll get in there and file on it, clean it up a little bit, and get it to work. Now, I am a left-handed shooter, so that's why I want to be able to use my finger. And before you say, well, it works with your thumb like it's supposed to, every other Glock clone I have, and I have a bunch of them, I have no issues dropping that with my finger. But other than that, this is a great gun, especially when it's under 300 beans. I don't think you can go wrong with it. I don't think I'm going to do anything with the trigger. I like the trigger. I'm going to leave it. So we're going to have a lot more videos coming out on this. The optic is on the way. I actually talked to my guy over at Zalisi, and he wanted to get involved in this project. And they have a Gen 2 of a dot that I really, really liked. And they are sending that out to the channel, so we'll be putting that on this. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.